Hello, squatters. Welcome back to another episode. We see political activities happening in every corner, every aspect, every sphere. And I believe this week will just be a long week because there's a whole lot that is happening until we go through to the weekend. Recently, the video has emerged of Papa Penny when he was actually protecting Floyd, talking about the trip that Floyd took to Malawi. And by watching that video, I feel more like Papa Penny missed a point because he's actually raising an issue of DA going to Ukraine and who let Bushiri out. That's not the case, Papa Penny. The case here, the issue that we are focusing on is that Floyd associated himself with a fugitive. You do not associate yourself with someone who might probably be found to have acted against the law. Remember, Bushiri is facing very serious allegations, talking about rape, talking about money laundering, scamming people and all of that. And that amount actually runs into millions. I think it was more than 100 million. And people have opened the case here, cases about him, and he still to be extradited. The fact that he is still there, he has not actually faced the full might of the law. I think that's where the confusion is. So political party members should stop going to a social media and issuing public statement, because they are definitely going to issue descending statements which are going to confuse the very same members who are just ordinary members. Now, Papa Penny is in Parliament, and this is the video that he shot in April when Floyd came back from Malawi, and everybody was criticizing him. Now, because the MKP has acted on Floyd, and he was found to have acted against the code of ethics according to the MKP, and now they have actually moved him to Parliament. Now it raises the question that what is going to happen to Papa Penny, since he came out also standing on the side of Floyd. It means they have to also call him into order also, and actually to make him withdraw his remarks, because if they want to maintain discipline within the political party, that's exactly what should happen. But anyway, before watching this video, I'm questioning the consistency in the MKP. I'll tell you why.
Yeah, of SG Floyd Shivambu. He never do anything wrong to his private life. He never do anything wrong to his private life. Anyone, you can go wherever you want to go in the holidays. You make noise about Comrade Floyd Shivambu. You never make noise about the DA when they go to Ukraine without permission of the country. You never make noise for this Afro Forum who went to America, talk nonsense about South African people. You never make noise. Who make Bushiri to go in Malawi in the during of COVID? The president of Malawi, he came here during the COVID, where there is no deal and business of Ramaphosa. After he left, the president, Bushiri was gone. Who make these things to make a favor to Bushiri? It's Ramaphosa and the president of Malawi. You make noise and noise. If we don't know politics, it's better we keep quiet.
So, as a disciplined member of the party, if you are affiliated with a certain political party, you do not go to a social media, Twitter, TikTok, whatsoever, and issue the side of your story on the issue that does not actually affect you, has got nothing to do with you. Even if you are alleged maybe to have been involved in something, you do not issue public statement. You account to your political party. I think that is the best way to handle issues, because as much as Floyd has been removed as the SG of the party, it actually affects the people, especially the people who are influential like Papa Penny, who are there, who should have kept quiet and let the party handle this issue their own way. There's a disciplinary committee that can handle that issue better than Papa Penny. For him to shoot a video and put it on TikTok saying Floyd has done nothing wrong, he can do whatever he wants with his private life, he doesn't actually consider the fact that Floyd remains the MKP member. So whatever that he does, if he commits a crime, they are going to say MKP SG committed a crime. So I think that's the difference, that he missed a point on that part. So he should have kept quiet. You kept quiet. You don't talk and issue public statements, and now the spokesperson of the MKP in Ndlela is issuing statement on the other side. Then there's going to be a lot of chaos and confusions. Although we know that, most people who are in the MKP, they are mostly focusing on power. There's too many centers of power. Everybody wants power. I don't know why people are so much obsessed with power. Now we come into the consistency in the MKP. If the MKP says, Floyd, we did not like what you did by taking a trip on the Easter holiday to Prophet Bushiri. Why? Because you are bringing the party into disrepute. You are associating yourself with a fugitive, someone who's wanted by the law enforcement in South Africa. By the way, if Prophet Bushiri comes to South Africa, most definitely he's going to be arrested. He cannot come to South Africa. He has committed crimes that he has to come back and account for. So he has not returned to South Africa. He was actually smuggled out of the country. Nobody knows how he left. Money talks, the rest works. We don't know how. And his wife also. So if he comes to the country, he will be arrested definitely. So Floyd, knowing that very well, representing the MKP as the SG, he goes there. He actually took a leave from being the SG, and now he was just playing around with his usual behavior of just doing things and thinking after. So everything that you do as a political leader or a political member that you are actually well known, you should be able to account for that. And somehow it shouldn't be an issue when you get to be questioned about your actions. If we see Julius Malema on a weekend drunk, falling down and swearing at people, who will take him seriously when he has a conference in the EFF? The same thing. If we see the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, swearing at people, the next thing he's giving the State of the Nation address in a sauna. So we are not going to take him serious. So people should maintain their credibility and make sure that they are credible. Now the consistency is that Duduzile Zuma has attacked Floyd on a public platform on X, swearing at Floyd. And she said everything that I can't even mention what she actually said. And now there was never repercussions on what she did. If the MKP was consistent with their disciplinary code, Duduzile should have been dismissed, or should have been, I don't know, they should have actually dealt with this issue. And nobody said anything. But now, when Floyd did what he did, they were so quick to act on him. Mzwane Lemanyi has been removed as a chief whip. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Here's my argument. It is an attack to former EFF members who jumped the ship from the EFF into the MKP. They are not welcome. By the way, I'm going to shoot another episode. There's a new YouTube channel which is very much interesting. The Big Seat, presented by this gentleman. Is it Musa? Yes, and he actually did his first interview 2 days ago. It has got 20K, something like 20K views now. That Mary Paddy was actually illustrating how everything happened. You can refer to that. I'm gonna just shoot an episode, because there I was focusing on what exactly happened for these internal squabbles to blow onto their faces. And you get to understand that when Floyd and Busisiwe Mkhwebane went into the MKP, their intentions were to actually kick those members who started with the MKP, to kick them out, and then so they can mark their own territory. It doesn't work like that. Busisiwe Mkhwebane doesn't understand politics, and she doesn't have support. And even, actually, I've mentioned this before, that I feel more like she doesn't have a kind of teamwork spirit, because even when she took over the office from Advocate Thuli Madonsela as the public protector, she did exactly the same mistake when she came to Mpumalanga as a convener. Exactly what she did to Mary Paddy, that is exactly what she did to Busisiwe and to Advocate Thuli Madonsela. So Busisiwe Mkhwebane has got that tendency of not cooperating with his predecessor. When he comes and takes over from someone, he doesn't really cooperate. He doesn't bring that spirit of teamwork, and he doesn't do things out of good faith. I might be wrong, maybe in my own perception, but as soon as you watch that channel, you'll get a sense about exactly what happened. So Papa Penny, in short, he was very, very, very wrong. And the MKP, if they were really serious about this disciplinary code, the member who does that in a public platform should really be disciplined. Because why would you come with a personal opinion wearing the party regalia and state your side of the story, your opinion? We don't want your opinion. If I'm running a political party, if you've got a problem, there are internal structures that you can approach and talk, but you do not run a commentary wearing the party regalia and going to the social media and saying all of that nonsense. Whether he's right, whether he's wrong, but in my opinion, he was wrong by saying Floyd was right. That Floyd, that's just not acceptable, and we criticized it by any means, that it shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have done it, because he was already under siege. Remember, he went to Prophet Bushiri after Duduzile attacked him on a public platform, on a social media, and like I was questioning the consistency, that nothing happened to Duduzile Zuma, and nothing will happen, because that is her dad's political party. She can do whatever she wants to do. All that I've noticed is that Duduzile Zuma and Mary Paddy, the real Mpumalanga convener, they are actually having a good and healthy relationship together with the former president, Jacob Zuma. So somehow, Jacob Zuma and Duduzile are very much involved in this whole thing. They want to actually kick out these EFF members, because Jacob Zuma is that he's very kind, and he rewards people with positions and everything. I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong, but I feel like Jacob Zuma is very, very kind, and he just rewards everyone. He wants everyone to be sorted. I'll come to my party. I'll give you a position and all of that. But the reality is that Duduzile Zuma runs the show in the MKP, and she instructs people around. Even the Ndlela spokesperson, they take instructions from her and they comply. And if you don't comply, you will be out. And Mary Paddy is running the show in Mpumalanga. She has got masses. She's influential, and she's very close to Jacob Zuma and Duduzile. So Busisiwe Mkhwebane is just singing her own tune somewhere there in the villages with 15 people there. So it is so sad. And by the way, for her to put herself in this position, the same as Floyd, the same as Mzwane and mine, they're just going to continue to embarrass themselves. If I was them, I would just skip and quit politics, or maybe take a break. You will come back stronger, man. There's always another strategy. You just have to take a break and reconsider and do some self-introspection. Where exactly did you go wrong? Because if you continue now with emotions, then you're gonna continue and embarrass yourself. So I believe if the MKP is fair enough, is consistent, they have to make sure that what is applied on the left-hand side is also applied on the right-hand side. You cannot discipline this member and fail to discipline the other member when they do wrong. Another thing, Papa Penny's remarks, I believe that maybe somehow they will bring him to the table to say, why did you? Because he's as guilty as Floyd. I mean, if they think Floyd was wrong, taking a trip to a fugitive pastor, Bushiri, then it means also his staunch supporter, Papa Penny, should also account for that. That's how the principle should work, actually. The policy, you cannot actually discipline when it suits you. You should discipline consistently to any member who breaks the party rules. Thank you, squatters, for watching my content. Let's continue engaging, and let's hope this whole issue, this whole squabble will yield some good results to the MKP, but currently it's very hot in the kitchen. Very hot. We'll see you next time. Sure.